Hello everyone, welcome to Makeup Geek 1021. Today I decided that I wanted to do Rogue X-Men Evolution cosplay makeup for upcoming New York City Comic Con as well as Heroes and Villains Fan Fest in New Jersey. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then just keep watching and subscribe to the channel. So I'm first starting off by priming my skin using this Urban Decay Quick Fix Primer, and it actually smells really good. And it was my first time actually testing it out. It smells like coconut. It smells really nice. So then I go in with my Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Dream Satin Foundation, and it's in the color Porcelain Ivory. And I am just applying that all over my face. I apply it slightly with my beauty blender, and then I blend it out with a foundation brush. That is my key. Use a foundation brush to apply your foundation first before going in with a beauty blender to build up to get more coverage on your skin. And for this tutorial, I'm not doing any blush or anything like that. I'm just doing a contour of the cheeks, and that's because of the fact that Rogue in X-Men Evolution, she's extremely pale, and I wanted to emphasize on that greatly. So I just applied my foundation with my foundation brush, and now I'm going in with my wet beauty blender to build up more coverage in the places where it's needed. This foundation is actually very lightweight, and it's super nice, so it doesn't feel like it's clogging your pores. It actually I don't know how to describe it, but it's so nice. Like, it doesn't feel like it's clogging your pores. It's very lightweight on the skin, and it lasts for a pretty long time as long as you prime and you spray with setting spray to ensure that it lasts through heat and through, sweat and stuff like that. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just applying the foundation in the places where it's needed, blending it up to my hairline to ensure that everything is covered, and blending it a little bit over my eyes as well to ensure that any veins or anything like that is covered on my eyes. Alright, so up next I am going to, I believe, bake my face. Yeah, I'm going to bake my face using my setting powder, this Airspun setting powder. It's a loose powder, and it's actually very messy. As you can probably tell, it got kind of all over the place when I was using it, but it's such a nice powder because it lasts through heat. It makes sure that your under eyes are not going to crease, and it actually doesn't cake at all. There's no flashback in it, so it ensures that you don't get any flashback in pictures. So it just mattifies your whole entire face when you use it. And I actually got this at BeautyCon New York City when I went to the convention. Sally Hansen had a full booth there, so I just love using this because it is amazing. I'm happy that I got two full sizes of it because it is incredible, and I won't have to repurchase anytime soon. So after I am done, essentially getting ready to bake my face, I'm actually kind of blending that powder in just a little bit before I go on to do other things. So I believe that the next thing that I am going to be doing is my eyebrows. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing my eyebrows next, as you can probably tell in the footage. So what I typically do for my eyebrows is I go in with a triangular, angled brush to fill in my brows, and I go in with my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette, and I go in with the shade Puddin' first to fill in the part of my eyebrow that's the inner portion, and then I go in with this shade called Truffled to fill in the outer portion of my brows to ensure that they are dark enough and I can see them when I'm taking pictures and all sorts of stuff. So you can see how my eyebrows are transforming just from doing these steps, and I highly recommend that you do this just because it'll ensure that you get to see your eyebrows in pictures. You don't want them to disappear, especially since I prefer mine thin to ensure that I can still fill them in. Now I'm going in with this Chocoholic palette from CoverGirl, and I'm going in with a white shade just to set whatever is on my lid. I didn't even apply eye primer or anything like that to my eyelids because I just didn't think that it was that necessary. So I'm just dusting that cream matte shade all over my lids to ensure that everything is set before I go in with any darker colors for the smoky eye, because Rogue's eyeshadow is so dark. So I'm going to be going in with this dark purple like little shimmer shade that's in the palette, and I'm just applying that all over my lids to ensure that dark look, because Rogue in X-Men Evolution, she's goth, so I wanted to emphasize on the purple that's in her eyeshadow, especially in the cartoon. Like, I've been watching X-Men Evolution a ton lately, so I figured, do Rogue X-Men Evolution cosplay makeup, because it would be easier for me to do than the more complicated stuff that's out there. And it's actually very, very simple to be able to do that, because you're just looking at a photo of her and you just know what to do. So it's very, very simple, not a lot of steps, and it shouldn't take more than about 15 minutes. Like, this took me about 15 minutes. It didn't take me like an hour to do. So next, I'm going in with this matte dark green. It's almost like a camo type color, and I'm blending that into the crease to ensure that it gets a little bit darker as well. I really wanted to emphasize on the darkness of the eyeshadow for Rogue. So I'm just blending that all together into my crease, into my lid, to ensure that looks clean as possible. And after that, I go in and after that, I just go in and I dust away all that powder from before, and you can see that it mattified everything and made everything look perfect. So baking the face is actually very, very necessary for makeup like this, especially with convention season. I remember when I went to BeautyCon, I was baking my face with powder as much as I could at every opportunity that I could for those 2 days. It was majorly important. So after that, I go in with this e.l.f. bronzer palette, and guys, e.l.f. makeup products are actually incredible because they are so affordable in the drugstore. So I'm going in with the lightest bronzer shade with a big kabuki brush, and I am blending that into my cheeks to kind of warm up the face just a little bit, not too much, because I just wanted to emphasize on the cheekbones, because that is the most important part. Like, I wanted to make my face look more heart-shaped and less round. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just blending that bronzer into my forehead, my temples, my cheekbone area, everywhere that I feel needed bronzer. I just did that there. And then next, I'm going in with the darkest shade in the palette to further emphasize my cheeks. And I go on this angled blush brush that I use for contouring. And you can see how my cheekbones transformed. You can see how it suddenly became a lot less round and it became slightly more heart-shaped, which is what I wanted to achieve. I wanted my face to look just a little bit slimmer, but, you know the drill if you watch videos like this all the time. So I'm just blending that darker bronzer shade into the cheekbones, like the hollow area where I wanted to contour, and you can see how my face is actually looking a lot slimmer in shape. And I'm also blending that up onto my temples as well, because why not? And now I'm going to contour my nose with the lightest shade of bronzer on an angled eyeshadow brush to ensure that it's a fluffy eyeshadow brush that is slightly angled, so it's perfect for contouring of the nose. So I am just blending that all over on my nose in the places where I want it contoured, and you can see that it's transforming as well. It's like magically, it looks like you have a nose job, when in fact it's like a lot, it's just bronzer, Like, I don't believe in getting plastic surgery from me, but you know what I mean. And now I'm blending that with that same brush that I used for my powder, and that is just ultimately what I'm doing. I'm just blending everything together to ensure that it's all blended and seamless. And I believe next I'm actually going to be going in with some mascara primer. That's what I was actually looking around for quite a while. No, actually I'm not going to do mascara. I'm doing highlighter, and it is the ColourPop highlighter in the color Flexitarian. And guys, this is my favorite highlighter of all time because it's so pigmented, and ColourPop products are in general very, very affordable. They're a drugstore product, and they're very cheap, but the product inside is not cheap at all. It's cruelty free, and most of their products range from about $3 to $6. So that is actually very awesome for makeup that is so high quality at a less expensive price. It's amazing. Their highlighters and their eyeshadows are so buttery and creamy. Like, they literally feel like butter. So now I'm going in with a mascara primer from Grande Lashes. And Grande Cosmetics is amazing because they're known for their plumping glosses and their eyelash products that actually help to grow out your eyelashes over time. So it's like a serum, I would say, that goes into the mascara to help grow out your eyelashes. And that is why I love using this, because it just helps make my eyelashes look longer, and I don't need to apply false lashes because I hate doing false eyelashes unless if I can invest in those magnetic ones that are suddenly becoming a thing. Maybe. Do they work? I don't know. And now I'm going in with this mascara in a purple tube. I think it's from Revlon. Yeah, it's from Revlon. And I'm just applying that to my top and bottom lashes. And that combined with the mascara product the mascara primer is actually really amazing because it just helps lengthen it, and it gives you a lot more volume on lashes, so you don't have to worry about doing any false eyelashes or anything. I want to make it as simple and to the point as possible. So now that the mascara portion is done, we are going to be moving into the lips, which I feel is one of the most important aspects to this makeup look because Rogue is known for her dark lips. So first I'm starting off with this dark purple liquid lipstick from Maybelline, and this is actually a very obnoxious color. That's why I was saving it for this, because this color, it stains your lips like crazy when you take it off, and it gives you a tint that leaves behind a pink color. So I'm just applying that all over my lips. And my thing with this lipstick is that when you do that, yeah, you can tell that there's a little bit of a patchiness to it, but it's not unbearable. You just have to ensure that it looks even, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it look as even as possible, but it's not really going to matter too much because we're going to be applying a black lip gloss on top of this to ensure that it looks slightly darker. Well, actually a lot darker. So now I'm going in with this NYX Strictly Vinyl lip gloss, and it's in a very, very obnoxious black color. I got this at BeautyCon New York City, and I was saving it for this because I knew that with Rogue, it was gonna call for something like this. So that's what I'm just doing right now. I'm just applying the black where I feel it is needed, where I feel that it should be. And yeah, you can see that my lips are starting to transform, and it's actually looking really, really good. So now that that portion is done, we have to set the face with some setting spray. So I'm grabbing the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And guys, this stuff is amazing. It just helps last your makeup through the heat, and it's sweat proof. It just makes sure that your makeup stays on all day. I use this all the time. It's my holy grail item. And yeah, that is the complete look. And no, I'm not doing the wig or anything like that, but this is just an idea of what Rogue's makeup would look like. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye everyone!